Hi everyone, welcome to Games of the Week, and it's a bit of a weird one. This is back from Essen, kind of special, not really a special episode. I can't really remember what the ones of the week I'm supposed to be talking about, the videos of the week, you know what I mean? I know that there was Guns and Steel Renaissance. That's a fantastic there's a pyramid of cards, you're trying to buy cards, you're trying to fight each other a little bit. If you don't mind fighting each other, then it's a really fantastic game. There was Azuchi Castle. That is a very light game, but still a nice little... It's got push your luck elements. It's got a kind of very, very light resource gathering and things like that. I almost had a mistake-free playthrough of that as well, but noticed that I ended the game one round too early, which is a shame because it's always nice to have a mistake-free game, and I didn't manage it. This Sunday, after Essen, there was Dice Stars, and that's a really great dice rolling kind of push your luck in that you can get these stars to multiply your lines and double your points, but if you don't manage to finish those lines by the end of the game, you're going to get nothing for the lines that you started and didn't finish. That's a really nice one. The multiplayer playthrough for that is actually 50% longer, so you get 50% free, even though it's all free, but you get 50% extra because I forgot one of the end conditions of the game, so the game just kind of goes on a little bit. The solo playthrough, though, is right, and it's only about 9 minutes long. So there's a few different ways to enjoy Dice Stars. Today's Thursday, so it's late, because I tried really hard to get a video up yesterday, because I didn't have a day off yesterday as I normally would to be able to do a video and things. I had the Oracle of Delphi all ready to go up, and then as I was editing it and rereading through the rules and then looking at the rules forums, realising that I'd made a couple of big mistakes, and after the second big mistake I decided, okay, this needs to be re-recorded, which was a shame because it was a really fun one. But I've just re-recorded it and edited it, and it's currently waiting to upload now. And I think it was fun again. It's just fun doing that game. So Oracle of Delphi will be coming today at some point, whenever it's ready. And that is a great new game from Stefan Feld. Although I'm kind of in next week's Games of the Week territory, aren't I? I'm still a little bit all over the place. If you saw any of the Essen stuff, I was ill for about a week ago. About the day that I went to Essen, or maybe the night before, I started getting quite a bad cold. And it's kind of... It kicked in after every day of Essen. Every time I went home, back to the hotel, it really kicked in, and then in the days since then, it's been gradually getting worse since I got back from Germany. And I noticed around today, it's been easing off a little bit. It's still here a bit, but hopefully now I can start getting to this big pile of games. And speaking of big pile of games, some people wanted to see the stuff that I got from Essen, and I'll put that on the screen now. Or you can click on my Twitter and have a look at some of the pictures and things from Essen there. There's pictures of, some of the games that I saw. There's Gloomhaven pictures. There's pictures of Rado. I met Rado and Jen. And there's some, what are they, vlogs, recaps, whatever I called them. There's some of those of the first couple of days of Essen that I put up, which are kind of my very tired and ill ramblings of what happened that day. But you can hear some more of the things that happened on there. Overall, fantastic trip. The second day, where I didn't have my suitcase with me and didn't really have a plan of what to do, was amazing. By far, infinitely better than the other 2 days. They were the days that I met, I met publishers that I hadn't arranged meetings with, just that I'd gone over to buy a game and they'd recognised me, or maybe I'd just been walking past and they knew who I was, and it was just so many fantastic things happened on that day. Getting the games was great on the other days, but definite note for next year, do not have a suitcase. Not for being inconsiderate, because I was very, paranoid about ever hitting anyone with it. It's just very hard to get around, and carrying a lot of games and things, you need somewhere to get rid of those games and properly be able to walk around. And also, maybe plan it a little less. And I was so it was partly to do with being so worried about not getting the games, but also worried about not being able to get to Essen and things. It turns out it's very easy to get around. There's an app you can get for your phone that does the public transport around Germany. It's very, very nice. It tells you even the platform to go to, the time the trains are going to arrive. It's really brilliant there. But yeah, it probably didn't need quite as much planning and as much running around going after things. better to just wander around and enjoy the show for what it is. And that, you know, the main thing about it is meeting people and talking to the people making the games. So I put the picture up of all of the games that are coming. A couple of them have been done. As I said, Dice Stars and Oracle of Delphi were the first ones. Dice Stars just because it was small and I was feeling very ill on Sunday. Oracle of Delphi because it was my number 2 and very excited about that game. And that should be going up today, as I said. The other games, I'm not quite sure the order that I'm going to be doing them in. I know that someone asked for Legrand had a dice game, but I think I'm going to put a poll up on Straw Poll, I think. I'm not sure what the best place to do polls is. I've never really had need to do one, but Straw Poll seems like a website that people use, so I'll use that for now unless someone has a better suggestion. I'm going to kind of make a vote for the, you know, the big games, maybe the heavier games, well, the full games, the Roundhouses, the Feast for Odins and things, and then another poll for the smaller games, the Avenues, Motion Pictures, Honshu, the things like that, just because, you know, the Feast for Odins and things might just beat everything else out. But yeah, there's going to be 2 polls running. I'll put links for them on the screen somewhere, maybe where my hands are right now, and you can click on that and vote for, you know, vote for as many games as you want to see, and the most popular ones I'll not necessarily will be the next ones to do because I need to learn all of these things, but I'll definitely, you know, take the most popular ones into consideration and they will jump up in the queue because there are quite a lot of games and it will take quite a while to get to these in order. Also, there's hopefully a surprise game coming at the weekend that might kind of butt into these Essen games, but there's a lot to get through, a lot of amazing games to look at, a lot of stuff to go through still. There's I haven't even had a chance to look at it yet because I've been so busy with work, catching up with work and everything, as well as being ill at home, that I haven't really had a chance to edit all of the videos. Hello, Marty. So there are still kind of walkthrough videos of the halls. I managed to get almost all of the halls done, I think, all on the Friday as well. Friday was a very productive day before I lost my voice. I didn't fully lose it, but by the end I was talking to some of the people at Draw Lab and they'd lost their voice and I was about to lose my voice, so it was a very kind of lean in close and whispered conversation, but I did manage to walk all around. And Marty, can you settle down please? I did manage to walk around a lot and see and try and make some videos of what was going on in those halls. In terms of game news and things, I don't think I know anything. I don't think I've looked at anything yet. I've been trying to go through Board Game Geek a little bit, but with not really having internet at Essen and being ill and tired and things, and not checking Board Game Geek as much as I should, I've got so many notifications. I think it's up to about 500 notifications now just for all these games and things. And so for the subscriptions that I've got for stuff on there, that it's going to take a while to go through that. A lot of it I won't need to read, but it's just going through all of those pages and pages of things and just trying to get back to, you know, a clean slate so we can get on top of things. So no game news this week. I imagine there's been some. I imagine there's stuff that I've missed while I've been Essen, but I'll catch up on that and hopefully be back to normal next week, or as normal as it can get. Hopefully this will be earlier in the week than a Thursday, and the playthroughs can start getting filmed, you know, in advance. Once we actually start playing some more games at the weekends and things, I can get on top of learning these new games, because it's not as easy as just, oh, I remember the rules to this, I just need to refresh myself and do a video on them. And I think that's it for Games of the Week this week. So yeah, there'll be polls. I'll put links again here for the, you know, vote for which games you'd like to see. And, you know, there's pictures of Essen on Twitter. There's the videos of the recaps of the first 2 days should be on the channel already. And there's kind of talk-throughs of the halls that I did that, provided they aren't awful when I watch them back and try and edit them down a bit, provided they're usable, they will go up very soon as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.